Hey there everyone, this is Lifer going back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey. Today we are going to begin exploration of the third stratum. I've done a few quests off screen, pest control, and a few others. I think you can look at the quest done list to see what I've done. Yes, I've done pest control off screen, and I've done scavenging for iron off screen. A bunch of quests off screen. I have started on the remembering the Fallen and the Bandit's Treasure. Oh, okay, I didn't do anything else besides those two. We're going to be doing a partial amount of Remembering the Fallen today, but we're not going to be doing the Bandit's Treasure anytime soon because Golem is blocking the way because he's on the third floor right here. And you need to beat him to get the Bandit's Treasure. And another thing you may want to note, that because I'm not covering this area forever, this is a one-way shortcut from this side to that side. Don't do it. It's one of those shortcuts that will really piss you off the first time you find out about it. The proper two-way shortcut to making this all easier is right here. Also, in order to get there as quickly as possible, just go to the top room. Actually, go through this door and follow that painted path, and you'll get there as quickly as possible. Anyways, let's actually start the episode. Let's go over to the third stratum and begin exploration of it. Let's check to make sure we have the basic bare essentials. Yes, we do. Don't have as much item space as I'd like, but I think we'll be fine. Let's begin. Begin our waltz through the blue wonderland. Let's see. This stratum is very neat, I do think. It's one of my favorite stratums of all of Etrian Odyssey. It just looks nice, it is nice, it's this nice pale blue instead of all these shades of green that you're used to. It's very nice. This is just a random dead end. Hopefully these guards around won't actually try to help me with my map by erasing my own stuff. Been looking forward to meeting. Yes, we've heard that you were ordered map corridors to the 11th to the 12th floor. Didn't much, but this was all my work on mapping this floor. Trust you have no problem filling in the rest. Of course, with a complete map in hand, you continue exploration. Ah, dude! Walls don't belong here. He maps it slightly differently than I do. First of all, there is no walls between you and the geomagnetic field, dude. But apparently he seems to have gotten the rest of this right, but the rest of the dudes we're gonna run into are also gonna get it wrong, and it's just gonna not be my favorite, but it's not like they're not helpful. They're just not as helpful as you'd like them to be. Meet the Death Ant. Death Ant is a little bit stronger than the other ant that appears, but has less defense, is weak to fire, and what else do you need to know about ants? It's just, let's just do a typical method, like miraging one side and having double attacks on the other. And that should do it. They're moderately strong, not really. And our typical methods are able to deal with them. I think later on they become a bigger deal as they come with even more ants as we progress through the stratum. Or at least until we get to a certain point. I believe south is an exit. And by exit I mean a way down. Meet the Tree Frog. Tree Frog is a staple of the Etrian Odyssey series. It appears in all the games but the second one. And you beat it by jabbing the A button, while pressing and holding the A button. I say jab, I mean press and hold. Simple enough. Thumb throat, very nice, thank you. Yep, stairs down. Apparently the guard doesn't know how to map stairs. I would have totally mistaken that for a dead end if I didn't go over here on my own prerogative. Let's see what we have. Insect Queen's Palace. Oh, I wonder what that's foreshadowing. Anyways, we don't really have anything to do here yet. We're going to be on this floor later, and more in depth on this floor later. I guess you could go here preemptively, face a few enemies and get a few and find where the shortcuts are. But other than that, we don't really need to go there. Let's start over here then. Kind of running out of directions, but it splits off into 3 different passageways, so we'll be quite busy. Let's go through here. This just dead ends. I guess we'll look for shortcuts in case those exist. Not here. Go up one more, and we run into the Madworm and the Tree Frog. Madworm doesn't have anything special, it's his brother, I think, that has something special, his recolor, that's somewhere else on the floor, but other than that, I think we'll just kick this off with a Mirage double attack, as we are so very used to, along with the Bravery, just to seal the deal. Oh yes, the Madworms are extremely weak to physical attacks, and their brothers, the other worms, are extremely weak to magical attacks. More specifically, maybe they're just weak to pierce or something. One thing you need to remember is that the Dark Hunter's stab skills are considered stabbing and piercing attacks, and not slashing attacks, even though you're using a sword. So, do pay attention. Let's see... Sword? Nope, sword. Door. Madworm. Also just press and hold the A button for success. Not a hard set at all. I guess this is just introducing you to the enemies. They didn't really do that in the second stratum though, so it makes me wonder why they do it now. Let's keep going north. This dead ends. Guess we'll check the walls for shortcuts. Not having any luck so far. Alright, let's go west, I suppose. We're running out of directions to go. Actually, I think the guy mapped it wrong. I remember there being another way to the upper and right. I think that guy might have mapped it wrong, and we're gonna have to check on him. Alright, well, let's go north. Double Tree Frog set, same as second verse, same as the first. You can just press and hold the A button for an easy run through this fight, because the frogs don't do that much damage. And 2 hits just gonna activate and make this even easier on me. Like, yeah, if you're willing to take a hit and just use a little bit of healing TP to solve your issues, you can just jab the A button, or press and hold the A button there too. I might be interested in retiring my characters. Though level 30 retires don't seem to make a lot of sense, it might make sense to retire them now because we're just thrashing these monsters and we probably thrash them regardless. I'll think about it. If anyone else has input on that, please do tell. Apparently there was a door leading into an area to the south of us. That might have been a pit or something. This leads to the middle of nowhere. Guess we'll check out that door later. For now, we're gonna go to places I know. Like, we should be able to unlock the Ronin about now by going to the right place. I believe it's in the upper left corner of the map. It's going to be to the left and up of here. It's not going to be this little cubby hole. It's going to be the next cubby hole. I'm working through this through my root memory, so I know that it does something like this. Death Ant Tree Frog set, we'll just use a Mirage attack method with a Bravery. Oh yes, and the Death Ants have an agility decrease, as though it matters at all. Typically, you're still going to be faster than them even after the speed decrease, so don't worry about it. That is, if you're severely over-leveled like I am. Let's go over here. No, over here. Over here is where the Ronin is. Somewhere in this general direction. I think that is dangerous. This FOE is dangerous. I'm pretty certain this FOE is dangerous, but I believe he moves once every 2 hours. Yeah, he moves one step for every 2 hours, and he's not aggressive. Good to know. Likewise with this guy over here. Solo tree frog set of easiness. Just press and hold that A button. And looks like he's coming from the other direction, so we just have to do this way. Oh. Yeah, he moves every other step, so that's good to know. Let's go over through here. Treasure room. Thought there was something more interesting over here, to be honest. You know what, let's just press and hold the A button and see where that gets us in this kind of fight. It won't get us as far because these are ants and they're a bit more stubborn. Yeah, that took everyone's attack in order to beat without a bravery. Which means it's still efficient, just not very. It would save us a little bit more time to actually use Mirage and kill this guy. Alright, is this just a treasure room? I thought this was a little bit more than a treasure room. If this is true, then that means the Ronin event is below us. Well, south of us, not below us. Below us would be the 12th floor. I think that was a Medica or something. I wasn't paying attention. Don't really seem to matter to me, though, so I'm gonna continue to ignore it. Nope, went the wrong direction. Now we know what these two are going to be doing all the time, every time. Always good. Matter appeared, weak to physical, just press and hold the A button. Look how weak to physical this guy is. Okay, he's just weak to physical, it doesn't have anything to do with Pierce. Okay. Let's go... I do remember this being a pit or something. I guess we don't have anything to lose by going in, though. Nope, this is it. Okay. I remember it was to the north, but I thought it was a different hole. I might have just been guessing the correct pit to fall down. In the depths of the forest, you find an often encountered Ronin, alone for once. She notices you as well and turns to speak with you. Come far, but what is it you seek? Friend stares coldly at you, awaiting your answer to ponder the question. Philosophical question. This is, you can answer any of these. And so, do you play this game to kill time? Do you play this game to become the strongest and the best? Or do you play this game to figure out what this game's all about? And I think the answer is quite obvious. Yes. Reason for Labyrinth's existence? You are certainly not the only explorer seeking to unravel these enigmas. Faint smile. Okay, hear me then. Etrian was once a small frontier town in the days before the Labyrinth was discovered. But ever since then, it has become a boom town with the influx of adventurers. What do you think will happen to Etrian once all these mysteries of the Labyrinth are solved? Bryn's cold stare remains locked into your eyes as though she is testing you. You'll do what you must, I suppose, if you are to continue down this road. Bryn pauses, producing a weathered scroll from her belongings. Then consider where such a road must eventually lead. If after doing so you decide to continue, the secret scroll of the Ronin will be of use to you. Bryn hands you the scroll, turns to leave, and pauses before disappearing into the foliage. The road you walk, and mine, until we meet again. Until then, take care. With that, she's gone. You give her words some thought as you return to your investigation and obtain the old scroll. Now we can get Ronin at the Explorers Guild. I am not super interested in Ronin, but I will need to get one in order to meet the requirements of a quest, so you can expect me to train one up off-screen along with my survivalist, probably. Let's go over to the east and see what we can get over here. I am quite enjoying this, actually. I'm having a lot of fun right now. Here we are. Open event. A talk. This must be a soldier. Screw a soldier. We're gonna ignore him. Should we really ignore a soldier, though? As crappy as this map might be, let's check it out. Must be this old adventurers that Rada promised would come. Here, take this. It's a portion of the map I managed to complete. The rest will have to be up to you guys. The soldier continues on. Careful, though, seeing some dreadful lurking guys beat. Yes, we beat Kerninos. So you should be okay, but be careful just in case. That map's decent. It's a little incomplete. Like, why this isn't here is a mystery, and why it doesn't do this is also a mystery. It probably does this as well, and I'm gonna wager a guess if we scroll up that it's going to do something like this. And I think this is going to end with a dead end with a treasure chest in it. That is my best guess of what is going on over here. Let's go test to see if my judgment is true. And we continue exploration of an area that's already been mapped by a different guy. Yeah, we're just gonna double check his map to see if there isn't events at these dead ends and so on and so forth. FW behind here. I believe one of the remains of the guys are around here for the quest we have. I didn't show myself picking it up, but apparently we're getting remains for people so they can have a proper burial. Should be around here somewhere. Perhaps at this dead end over here. Madworm. And around this corner. Nope, I remember there being remains of somebody around here. Alright, guy, where are you going? Don't know where this guy's going, so we're gonna have to find out. Blindsided, missed, resistance to all elements decreased, so that is scary. It's gonna become scary later when he's paired up with other things that have elemental attacks, but for right now, that is kind of a fail on that thing's part, because it doesn't have its own elemental attacks. Let alone does it ever live long enough to make use of those elemental attacks if it had any. Looks like I mapped this slightly wrong. Perhaps it does something like this. And over here, see something slender and white protruding from the ground. Oh, here it is. This must be the remains of one of those dudes. Pull it from the earth to see that it's an old wand. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely from one of those dudes. This is a mine point. We'll be sure to use it later, I guess. If there's not a better mine point available to us. Over here is a door. Probably leads to a pit or something. Yep, that's a pit. Dark purplish ground is a pit on this floor. Let's go ahead and send the Mirage the Frogs away and be done with this. Simple enough. Also, we have gotten a ton of level ups last time that I didn't attribute on screen, so I think I should cover those real quickly. I really should have realized that I did that earlier and should have showed you guys earlier, but Shara's been working on the axe skill of Crush. Eric has been working on Attack Up. Ren has been working on Smite, should be level 2. Medea has been working on Salve 2 and Immunize, just like it always has, except now Immunize Max, so we're working purely on Salve 2. And Flora has been working on Divinity, and is now going to start working towards relaxing or healing, I think. Probably relaxing. Or I might get my first levels in Frost and Shock next. Anyways, question, should we go down this pit? Answer, yes. Ground gives way. This is going to get us into an area that was completely and totally accessible earlier, unless this is a shortcut out. Okay, yeah, this is someplace we should have already had access to. This isn't any place new. We could have gotten here earlier by just from, you know, all the way down there, which is to say we can get there from here. And I think of it as more as a shorter way back, because if we were to go back to the 11th floor, we would have to go back to the maze and deal with the FOE again. So this is a shorter way back to the entrance, if you want to think of it that way. Also gives us some time to map this initial area. That in the pit puts you right in front of that shortcut, so there's no way you can miss it. This might be another shortcut. Yes. And it keeps going. I don't think there's any more shortcuts in the nearby wall over here. Let's go over... nothing behind us. And that curves over that way. And this will take us back. That's a long way up to nowhere. And this way should be the stairwell. Meet the guard ant. The guard ant has a defense buff for their team, or it's either that or an offensive debuff. I don't remember. I think it's the one I first mentioned. So we're going to do this, and this should do it. Nadia, even though she's weak, should be strong enough to finish off the worm. Our critical hit will do just the same. Got some bone shard. We continue on south. Back to the north. Let's go ahead and go through this door that we ignored earlier. Might be a treasure chest or something in it. Could be another pit. Wouldn't surprise me if it's either. Let's go in here. And we have a treasure box. Awesome. It is a Medica 4. And we have explored a lot of the 11th floor. I guess we can continue. I mean, there's nothing stopping me. Like, we're still in good standing TP-wise, and we still have our warp wire. There's, like, nothing getting in our way that's really major. So we should be okay. I still wish the 2-hit would go to the other enemy. This is the first time we see a double tree frog hit, I think. Rock coral, that's interesting. Okay, note to self, the frogs drop rock coral. Not something you would expect. So let's just move on. Thunder, uh-oh. Might have to close this up soon due to weather, because I'd hate to lose anything. You'd see what seems to be the remnants of clothing hidden under the plants before you. Okay. Man, these people died all over the place. Search through the plants and find a chipped axe beneath the earth. Alright, that's 2 of the 3 or 4 things. Lots of events on this floor. It's making me very happy to see all these events on the floor and not just a ton of random dead ends. This floor is really, like, the rest of the floors after this one, including this one, are really good about having actual things nearby the dead ends and stuff. It's very nice. It's very refreshing after the second and first stratums, which would have all of these dead ends with nothing in them. You know, it's just one of my least favorite things about video games. So when you go somewhere and there's nothing there. And nothing here, but this is okay, because this is like a 2-space dead end instead of like a 50-space dead end. So, door to the north? Okay, let's go west some more. Okay, that's gonna lead down to some more hullabaloo. We have an FOE behind this door, immediately behind this door, I do think. Yep. Alright, let's see what it is. Blood ants. I'm not sure how strong he is. Choose the boosted mirage. Go ahead and pop a smite. I'm not exactly sure how strong this is, so if this is like super overkill, we'll learn in just about a second. Bravery, boosted Mirage. He's still alive, still alive, still alive. Smite does 275. He's still alive. Alright, he just has a lot of health. That's okay. Does moderate amount of damage. We have good enough armor to dissuade it from doing a lot of damage. And nothing here. Oh, okay, it's a... Yeah, no peripheral vision zone. There's nothing else in here. Let's go ahead and use Mirage. Alright. Air level 35, that's another level 1 attack up. More damage is always good. Let's get this tier 2 onto Eric so he isn't in near death zone. Let's move over to the south some more. Down here. Oh! Another one of these guys. Every 2 moves, they move once. This way? We could get a preemptive on him if we wanted to. I'm not sure if we're strong enough to take him though, so we're just going to play conservatively, and not really mess with him. We'll let him take his time. Because so long as he's not blocking the door passage, we'll be fine. I believe this is a door with a pit in it. I do believe the northern one was the correct one, but I could be unsure. If you've already explored the 12th floor before you came up here into the 11th floor, you could kind of compare the maps. Like scroll to the 12th floor and see if it's directly over something that's already over here on the 11th floor. And that's a good way to double check to see if pits would take you to a place you've already been. Floor to level 35, that's going to be a level in Frost. That's probably going to lead to a pit, and this is going to be a full circle. Whoops, mapping it slightly wrong. I'm not sure if it did some action to the north from C2. I think I'll keep following it just in case. Oh, we have a little indentation dead end over here as well. And this... So we have this action going on. Nothing here. And this leads somewhere else entirely. Up here is the way of progress. Down here is the way of somewhere. Let's go north. Oh, still mapping it wrong. Starting to lose my head for a little bit. Double death ant set. And we continue. This door. FOE nearby. Okay, there he is. Dead end over here. I guess he's coming towards me. He is. Okay, so we're gonna keep going up here. Go ahead and check these indents, just in case somebody's remains are in there. And I believe this door is the way of progress. We'll check it out in a little bit. First I'm going to check around, do a ring around the rosy, just to see what's in here. Nothing in this indentation. And this leads south. And this leads south and to the left. Okay, so this was my imagination. It does this. This is A, and we did 2. Very nice. Let's go fall down this pit over here, see where it takes us. Sarah is getting another level into Crush. Rain is getting another level into Smite. And Media is getting another level into Salve too. Very nice. Let's go up north and go to this pit over here. And this is going to take us where we want to go. Round gives way. B12th floor, Insect Queen's Den. This might not have been where I wanted to go. Hopefully it is. If it isn't, then, well, okay, whatever. We're gonna be fine. I think I picked poorly. We don't have the exclamation point to mark pits in this game. I'm going to mark it with, I guess, events. Yeah, I guess I'll put events with memos with the word pit on it would be the best way to mark that, since I don't have exclamation points in this one. Usually I'd use exclamation points for pits. Double guard ant set with a preemptive. That's just like a gimme. And again, these things are a bit more defensive. We're gonna take a full round of everybody to destroy. Very nice. The map's not following us. There's no check mark to tell us when the map is and is not following us. Usually if you mess with the map, it will stop following you. And it looks as though this is, that we picked poorly. Which is fine, sometimes you make mistakes. I believe where we need to be is around here somewhere. Could be wrong. Yeah, this is where we need to be. We need to find the pit that takes us to the other side of this one, which will land us here. That's the pit we want. The pit in D3. And the pit right here or here. Yeah, we want the pit right there. No, it's going to be at the corner of D3. That's the pit we want. Alright, now that we know that's the pit we want... that's a pit we want. We might have to find some other way to get there. There might be some tricky up and downstairs shenanigans going on. And that's going to curve back to there, and this is going to lead to a dead end. Awesome. And we've essentially explored everything here. Meet the Hex Frog. He's as easy as the Tree Frog is. Slam some attacks his way, and he should be gone in about 10 seconds. He does have a party curse attack, however, so make sure you're not hitting him so hard that your characters get killed. Or you can just kill him fast with a Mirage or something if you don't want to deal with this curse. Let's go ahead and show up north real quick. I don't believe there's anything remotely having to do up here except the treasure chest. Very nice. Medica 3, thank you. All these Medicas I don't need. Madworm double death ant set. Let's use an all slash and a mirage. That should deal with this just nicely. Acid speed decrease, of course. Thank you so much, monsters. You are so wonderful. Mirage kills the madworm, and all slash should kill the ants. Say should doesn't mean will, because yeah, if Mirage is a one shot, then all slash is also going to be a one shot. So yes, it is going to kill them. It would not kill the guard ants, which is what I was thinking of. And we go straight south. Go up these stairs and we're back where we started. Alright, I think we just found a stopping point for today. I mean, I've been having a lot of fun exploring this this floor. It's so addictive to explore these floors, I do think. This is like my favorite part of the game, so I'm very eager to continue exploring. But we have gone on for quite a while, so hey there everyone, this has been LifeBreak. As always, I thank you for watching. Next time we will continue exploration of the third stratum. See you guys then.